Good morning. Um, a murder case which was ended on conviction under 302 High Court, instead of convicting the accused under 302, modified the sentence to 326, and the sentence was awarded as period already undergone. Then Supreme Court intervened the matter, and instead of 304 Part 2, 304 Part 1 was awarded 10 years punishment. So, what I want to express my opinion about is I leave it to you. AR 2020 Supreme Court 2089. Go through the facts. The ratio of this case was that accused person duly armed with weapon assaulted informant party including deceased. The death of deceased caused by act of accused giving one fatal blow. Therefore, liable to be convicted in 304 Part 1. The state has preferred appeal. Still, without even filing an appeal, accused has got right to challenge finding of guilt and conviction under section 326 and 148. That is the ratio. So, before that, actually what had happened, there was some dispute between the accused and deceased party. On that particular day, by hiding themselves, accused started uh, quarreling with the complainant, and the complainant, according to prosecution, was about to assault the accused, and thereafter the accused assaulted them, and finally one accused died, one complainant died uh, because of head injury. So 302 IPC 307 were registered, 14 witnesses were examined, and the lower court convicted under section 302, 302, 149, and also 302, 148, 324 with 149 because of various other allegations. See, the state has preferred appeal only against the A5, whose sentence was modified as period already undergone. So that appeal was had by the Supreme Court. Only in regarding to the ingredients of the offence, this appeal was. The other side were arguing that they are entitled for acquittal, and finally it was held that since accused duly armed with weapons hiding behind the care means bushes, accused persons were the assailants, otherwise they would have hidden behind would not have hidden behind the care bushes. That was the finding of the Supreme Court. Then another ground, you kindly go through the judgment which enable you to raise some important defense and argument for acquittal. There were several injuries on the part of the accused, and that was not brought to the notice of the court. Therefore, not explained injuries will have vital impact on the prosecution. But however, the trial court has held that the injuries are superficial and minor. Therefore, they have neglected that. Then the Supreme Court has said 304 Part 2 was not available because Mehram was already assailant. Secondly, accused Mehran has given beatings with weapon. He was standing there after making preparation, and therefore it cannot be said the killing of Bura by accused Mehram was sudden. Rather, it is proved that Mehram has caused injury to Bura with intent to kill. Therefore, case falls within section 302. Then then they said that the right of private defense, excess of private defense has not been proved. The injury, by reading the injury, 5.1 centimeter into bone deep, middle parietal region of the head, underneath which bone was fully cut in obscity. All membranes covering brain were cut. Brain matter was appearing from the deepness of the wound. And another injury was 3 into 2 brucei, which was middle left foot on front of portion. Injury was antemortem nature. Brain matter was cut parallel to deepness wound, which was cut off to half centimeter. So then several other injuries pertaining to other accused were discussed. Then they say provocation was not invited by the accused party, but was obviously at the instance of the complainant party, who entered the fields unauthorizedly despite the objection taken by the complainant party. In the record on the same day earlier, however, as the death of Bura Rao was caused by the act of accused 5, was by giving one fatal blow on the head, which was with the intention of causing his death or causing such bodily injury as is likely to cause death. The case was covered by Section 304, Part 1 IPC. Therefore, the High Court finding that it is case of 326 was not accepted, and therefore that was set aside. Finally, modified Section 5 convicting under 304 Part 1 and Section 148. So finally the appeal was partly allowed. This was the judgment. Therefore, few things you have to understand while conducting 302 case. The act, what was the offence? Was there any omission or commission? These things are most important. Then you have to read 299, 300 very deeply. So this is the area where, except with the help of defense counsel, the accused may not get fair justice by getting via media of the sentence. Whether you are bringing the offence under section 325 or 323 or 302 or 304 part 1 or part 2. This is the most important skill of the defense counsel alone. In my case, what had happened, I have conducted the first case was trunk box murder case, rap and murder. I got an acquittal. I will discuss about that. Then second case was a local ordinary rowdy. Ordinarily claiming he is a rowdy, a jobless man, was about to purchase something at his some shop, petty shop. The deceased who was working in front of that shop, about to purchase that, this coupon, the accused, just scolded him that he is not giving respect. Therefore, the deceased was in high tense of influence of alcohol, was about to quarrel. The people took him to upstairs. In between the prosecution case, that this coupon accused hit him on stomach. Therefore, either he was convicted under section 323. But there are cases where if a person in inebriated conditions shouts and faint, if suppose you spill water on his face, chilled water, there is possibility of neurogenic shock. Therefore, kindly, only out of your experience so far, these murder cases to bring home offences on 323 are getting acquittal, or you try to draw the attention of the court that the death was due to other pathological reason, not this criminal act. That is most important. Therefore, kindly go through deep judgment by judgment. You can understand what, and you can also answer your question while you are writing your examination. Best wishes.